All right, now I should be able to be seen. Can y'all see me? I'll go to the page and see.
Yep. Don't cut it. You too hard.
All right, but now my issue is that first, and I may probably on there too, it just clipped short, right? I don't need that off of the thing.
You could delete it. You can delete it.
Somebody text Chicago once if he can go and delete that. So nobody know. You know, you got Chicago number.
Go.
Text me so I can.
I got access to it.
Huh?
I got access to it.
Okay, yeah, go do that for me. Hand me this bag.
Come let's say.
Throw out. Yeah, finna get started. Man, it's been a rough week. Shalom, Yahbashim Yoshua Barakatah. To the brothers, Shalom Yahweh Shema Bashim Yahushua to all the sisters. You know what I'm saying? This the ISUPK started from 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under Commandant General Yohana. This is the Tuesday night Dallas Brotherhood class. Hop right into it, man. I want to, you know what I'm saying, since 1969, man, we've been bringing this truth out, man.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? ISUPK, man, bringing the only truth that can't be disputed. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Can't no other doctrine stand to it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And through that, man, brothers been going through trials. You know what I'm saying? And tribulations. You know what I'm saying? The Lord, you know what I'm saying, chastises those He loves.
Right.
You know what I mean? I wanted to come out, you know what I'm saying? My class today, topic today is going to be hard times is a test from the Lord, man.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying?
God.
And we just got to endure, man, to the end. That's why I like the other one, he got the new jeweled up shirt, you know what I'm saying? That endure, I got to get me one. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, it's a test from the Lord, man. We got to be tried in the fire. You know what I'm saying? And we got to get all the impurities, all the imperfections out of us to be perfect in this thing. You know what I'm saying? So we can be a light, you know what I'm saying, to others, a light to our youth, and to the rest of these nations. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Somebody give me Deuteronomy chapter 8. Verse 2.
Come.
You know what I'm saying? You know, get deep into it. Because a lot of people, the Christian church, they teach prosperity. You know what I'm saying? They got that prosperity teaching. You know what I'm saying? They think, they teach that if because you know how the pastors and the reverends, they got a nice Rolls Royce or a Cadillac looking nice, or with a, you know what I'm saying, a 3-piece suit on, you know what I'm saying? And people look at that like the Lord is with them, you know what I'm saying?
Come.
You know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying? Not saying that you just gonna always looking poor or look dirty just to be, you know what I'm saying, of the Lord, but I'm just saying, just to see somebody like that don't mean the Lord is with them.
Right,
you know
God.
That's the Christian church teaches prosperity. You know what I'm saying, and that's why people always want to be next to those type of people or be close to that to those people. And them people be the most wickedest people that you can come across. You know what I'm saying? They just out for money. That's all. They don't care about you personally. They don't care about, you know what I'm saying, our situation as a people. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
They just out for themselves, man. You know what I'm saying? Selfish.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like what was the dude, Cash App Sap, you know what I'm saying? Marvin Sapp.
Marvin Sapp.
You know what I'm saying? How he was, the doors of the church was closed that day. You know what I'm saying? He wouldn't let nobody out. You know what I'm saying? He was gonna get what he wanted to get. You know what I'm saying? And while at the same time riding around in a Rolls Royce. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, bring me that. Give me that. Read that.
Come. This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 8 and verse 2. And thou shalt remember all the way which the Lord thy God led thee these 40 years in the wilderness to humble thee.
See, the Lord took us out of Egypt and brought us into the wilderness to humble us. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you gotta think, man, why am I going through what I'm going through? You know what I'm saying? I was saying earlier, man. Sometimes you gotta evaluate yourself. You know what I'm saying? See what you're doing wrong. You know what I'm saying? Don't think you just always got to, you know what I'm saying, evaluate yourself and correct yourself, check yourself sometimes. You know what I'm saying? That's why it's good to be amongst brothers and around brothers. You know what I'm saying? And allow brothers to give that correction. Somebody, men of God. You know what I'm saying? Right. That's why you need to be in this body. It's the only body that counts. You know what I'm saying? Because you can be around brothers on the street that ain't no man of God, and they don't care nothing about you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They gonna steer you wrong.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? That's why you want to get around brothers that actually care about you, man. You know what I'm saying? And care about your well-being. And you know, sometimes it might not seem like brothers care because everybody got lives, right?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But you know, you gotta still pick yourself up and do your part too. You can't just can't let nobody do all the work for you. You know what I'm saying? That's why you gotta be able to put your brick in. You know what I'm saying? We gotta build this thing, especially like building this zone up. You know what I'm saying? We all gotta put our brick in. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
We can't just rely on somebody else to do it and then just come and just reap the benefits of it. You know what I'm saying? We gotta put our work. We gotta do the work.
That's
you know
right.
What I'm saying? It says what the scriptures say. The work is plentiful, but the labors are few or something like that. I'm just paraphrasing. You know what I'm saying? But we got to do this work, man. And it's not going to be easy. Nobody said it was going to be easy. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But we know the end goal and what we're trying to accomplish. You know what I'm saying? Read that again from the top.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 8 and verse 2. And thou shalt remember all the way which the Lord thy God led thee these 40 years into the wilderness, to humble thee, and to prove thee, to know what was in thine heart, whether thou wouldest keep his commandments or no.
Right. The Lord did all that to humble us.
Right.
To see was we really gonna serve him or not. You know what I'm saying? Did you have something before to go?
No.
Okay. Yeah. Drop that. Give me James 1. James 1 and 2.
Oh, like you said, I did.
Yeah, what you got?
Yeah, it came back to mind. Okay, like you said, sir, it's crazy because, like you said, these older men are gonna send these young brothers out here with no brotherhood and let them crash out, man.
Yeah.
Like it's unbrotherly of them.
Right.
Well, we supposed to be guiding these young brothers, man.
Right.
And leading them in the right direction as far as being an upright man or teaching them how to be a young man.
Right.
And that's just, it's a sad case what we go through daily under our oppression. You know
under our oppressors, and then like our sometimes our big homie been following the oppressor so much to the point where he'll send his brother, his young brother, out to be a crash dummy.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Led wrong.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
And leave him out to dry in prison.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Forget all about him.
Right. You know what I'm saying?
Come.
But these times, man, is gonna be hard in these days. Like when you're trying to come to this truth and trying to do right, man.
Right.
Just know, prepare yourself for your soul for temptation.
Right.
Because it's not gonna be easy, man. It's not for the weak.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? The serve of the Lord is It's not a hard thing, but you're gonna have to learn how to fight,
Right.
physically, spiritually, and mentally. You know what I'm saying? Because it's gonna come at you all kind of ways. You know what I'm saying? That's why it's good to know how to seek the righteous men and how to get up under them and follow them. You know what I'm saying? And that would be what the UPK.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Come.
Ain't no righteous leadership out there that's gonna do what we doing in here.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And you gotta believe that. It's gonna be hard, bro. Like I said, it's gonna be some hard times that we gonna have to go through. We're gonna have to fight, man. You know what I'm saying? I mean, like I said, it ain't gotta necessarily be physical all the time. Sometimes it's spiritual.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So that just keep that in mind. You know what I mean?
Come.
You got that, James?
James.
Mm-hmm. James chapter 1, verse 2.
Come. It's the book of James, chapter 1 and verse 2.
Hold on, Salaki. Hold on. Matter of fact, give me 1 Samuel chapter 2,
Come.
verse 6. Because we got to understand, even though these hard times coming, the Lord is in control.
Come.
You know what I'm saying? And you wanna serve the Lord, you know what I'm saying, and please the Lord. That's all that counts. Everything else don't matter.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Come. It's like you said,
1 Samuel chapter 2 and verse 6.
Come. I got it. This is the book of 1 Samuel chapter 2 and verse 6. The Lord kill it.
It said the Lord kill it. Read.
And make it alive.
Mm-hmm. And he make alive.
He bring it down to the grave. And bring it up.
See, the Lord is in control. The Lord can take your life.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And he can make alive.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Come.
He bring you all the way down to the grave and he can bring you up.
Come.
You know what I'm saying? Read on.
Verse 7. The Lord make it poor and make it rich.
The Lord make you poor. And he can overrun your cup with blessings.
Come.
You know what I'm saying? The Lord is in control. A lot of, you know what I'm saying, Christian church think Satan is born with the Most High on good and evil type thing. Like, nah, the Lord do all of that. The Lord instructs give all the rules, and he give all the orders. You know what I'm saying? The Lord had that control. You know what I mean?
Come.
Read on.
He raised it up. Oh, it's like it. Verse 8. He raised up the poor out of the dust and lifted up the beggar from the dunghill.
See, the Lord can change every. Somebody called and I'm trying to make sure it didn't mess up that camera like it did last time. Yeah, the Lord can change everything, just as long as you want to serve. He's willing to serve Him. You know what I'm saying?
Come.
He can change your situation, man. If you just start fighting all them temptations, fighting all them demons. You know what I'm saying? Not following these wicked men or all the things that you was taught in the world.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? The Lord took us out of Egypt. You know what I'm saying?
Come.
And he brought us through in the wilderness to so we can unlearn all those false ways and all the ways that was unpleasing to him.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? To learn his ways and to follow him. Even though it was uncomfortable, they was in the wilderness for 40 years.
Right.
Come.
You know what I'm saying? And had to endure a lot of uncomfort. But they had to do that so the next generation could try to make it to the kingdom.
Come.
You know what I'm saying?
Come.
They didn't know that at the time. They didn't know that because you know that mostly everybody in that generation didn't make it to the kingdom going through the wilderness.
Come.
Well, who was left, sir? What did Moses?
No, out of that generation, the only ones that's left was Caleb and Joshua.
Come.
You know what I'm saying? But so it was only 2 people out of all those people that came out of Egypt.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That made it. You know what I'm saying?
Like literally 2 people?
Literally 2 people. We're going to get into that. Matter of fact, that's probably going to be a class next probably 2 weeks.
Come.
You know what I'm saying? Well, but probably next week I'll probably teach something on that. And us coming out of Egypt, you know what I'm saying? And then that generation that was before us that died, and then only 2 people that lived on was Caleb and Joshua, and then we're gonna get into that.
Come.
I'll probably do that whole little old break. You know what I'm saying? All right, drop that and now give me that in did you read that in James?
Liza.
Yeah, give me that in James.
Come.
Like I just said, the Lord is in control, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
So like, sir, if I may, you know what's crazy? Our people would think the Lord is wicked for destroying us for not following Him.
Right. I mean, that's why I say our understanding is not of the Most High, because He's above us. You know what I'm saying? We don't understand why the Lord punishing us like we did. It could be our past life or our parents, you know what I'm saying, that we getting punished for.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
God.
And what you do affects the other, you know what I'm saying? Affects your brother. You know what I'm saying? And I love my new understanding just on earth from knowing what we know. We're not seeing what the Lord knows.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You got it?
Come.
Read.
James 1 and 2.
Mm-hmm.
Come. This is the book of James, chapter 1, verse 2. My brethren, count it all joy when ye fall into diverse temptation.
You said, count it all joy when you fall in diverse temptations. You know what I'm saying? Many different type of temptations. You know what I'm saying? Just know that that's a test from the Lord. And if you withstand that and overcome that, it's a blessing in it for you.
Right.
The Lord gonna be with you at the end of that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But you're gonna have to go through it.
Right.
You're gonna have to see that. You know what I'm saying? Because there's gonna be, read it again.
This is the book of James, chapter 1 and verse 2. My brethren, count it all joy when ye fall into diverse temptation.
Right. You know what I'm saying? It's count it a blessing. Because you know what I say, what's the scripture? You know what I'm saying? The Lord chastises those He loves.
Come.
You know what I'm saying? You know, because a lot of people will look at your situation like, oh man, the Lord ain't with them. You know what I'm saying? The Lord is with you.
Come.
The Lord just trying to prove you through that.
Right.
That situation. You know what I'm saying?
Come.
That's how, you know what I'm saying? All right, to drop that. Matter of fact, give me Job. Let's go to Job.
Come.
Go to chapter 1. You know what I'm saying? Because the Christian church think that they don't know that, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, you can be blessed by Satan too. You know what I'm saying? You can get blessings from Satan.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Come.
And you want to serve him. You know what I'm saying? Then you're not with the Lord. You know what I'm saying? But like the Christian church they got people thinking that Satan is just up here just having his way, doing what he want to do. Like it's really disrespect to the Most High. Like, how dare y'all think the Most High can shut Satan down whenever he wants to? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You gonna put the limits of the Most High's power? You know what I'm saying? You gonna limit his power like that? You know what I mean? Come on.
So like, if I could.
Yeah.
It's like they believe that like while Satan on earth that the Most High ain't got no power.
Right. You know what I'm saying? With Satan is taking orders from the Most High. We finna get it ready. Give me that in Job.
It's the book of Job, chapter 1.
Chapter 1, verse 6.
And verse 6. So like, it's the book of Job, chapter 1 and verse 6. Now there was a day when the sons of God came to present themselves before the Lord, and Satan came also among them.
What's going on right here? Any one of y'all, anybody? You know what I'm saying? Y'all know.
Could you read it over again, sir?
It's gonna come. This is the book of Job, chapter 1 and verse 6. Now there was a day when the sons of God came to present themselves before the Lord, and Satan came also among them.
What's going on right here?
So if I could.
Go ahead.
They having counsel with the Lord.
That's right. Who is this having counsel with the Lord?
The angels and Satan.
That's right. You know what I'm saying? So if they having a counsel with the Lord, then of course, you know what I'm saying, that who's in control right now? Who's the boss? Who's the big boss right now?
The Most High.
The Most High, you know what I'm saying? Read on, okay, read on.
Verse 7. And the Lord said unto Satan, Whence comest thou? Then Satan answered the Lord and said, From going to and fro in the earth.
And see, the Lord kind of like giving, you know what I'm saying, like, where you coming from? Or like, you know what I'm saying, Satan, like, you know what I'm saying, and asking him, like, not a little boring them, but you know how the general coming like, man, what's been going on with you? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Present what you, I mean, let me know what you've been doing. You know what I'm saying?
So like he giving his report.
Right.
You know
what I'm saying? He's reporting.
Right.
He asked him to give him his report. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? And Satan just, you know what I'm saying, tell him exactly what he's going. They ain't finna get into some more. Read on.
Come. And walking, and from walking up and down in it. Verse 8. And the Lord said unto Satan, Hast thou considered my servant Job, that there is none like him in the earth, a perfect and upright man, one that feared God and eschewed evil.
And eschewed evil. I mean, he stayed away from, man. He hated evil. He hated anything wicked. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? That's what that means.
Righteous brother.
Right. And that's another proof that, you know, it was other people that you can be perfect.
Right.
He was a perfect man in the eyes of God.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Perfect and upright man. You know what I'm saying? Yahweh Shah or Christ, you know what I'm saying? For those who don't know, Yahweh Shah in the Hebrew, you know what I'm saying? He wasn't the only one that was perfect. They walked the earth perfect. Right. It was many people in the Bible that was perfect in the eyes of God. It's not a hard thing, you know what I'm saying? People think, ain't nobody perfect. Yeah, we can be perfect. That's what Christ walked the earth for, to be that example.
If I could.
Go ahead.
He was perfect in his time.
Yeah, I mean.
And you know, when Yahweh came, he was perfect in his time.
Yeah,
but you know, Job was perfect, and
the
other prophets.
Right. I mean, somebody in that time was the only one.
In their times.
Right.
They were perfect.
Right. And it was other Israelites that was perfect. You know what I'm saying? Other priests and prophets that actually followed all the commandments, or followed all the commandments that was to them. You know what I'm saying? Because you can't follow all the commandments, because some of them don't pertain to us. You know what I'm saying? Like some is for a woman. But I'm saying they was perfect unto the Most High.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Striving for perfection.
Right. Read on.
Come. So like, let me see.
How I get this off of her, because they be blocking the comments.
Verse 8. Verse 9. Then Satan answered the Lord and said, Doth Job fear God for naught?
Yeah, he said, do Job fear God for nothing? You know what I'm saying? Like he want to know, you know what I'm saying? It's a reason why Job fear. Do he actually fear God, or is he just trying to just, you know what I'm saying? He liked that way. I mean, he liked it, the way he carried himself, you know what I'm saying? He liked the ways of the Lord, he just liked it. Nah, he feared God, you know what I'm saying? And the Lord is gonna test him. He's sending Satan out to test Job. You know what I'm saying? With what? Some hard times. You know what I'm saying? And this is what was finna go down. Read on.
Verse 10. Hast thou not made a hedge about him, and about his house, and about all that he had on every side?
Right.
Thou hast blessed the work of his hands, and his substance is increased in the land.
See, that's the blessing that you can get by being perfect and following the Most High. You know what I'm saying? And even in then, what this tells you still gonna be tempted. It's still gonna be trials and tribulations that you're gonna have to fight. Even being perfect, you're just gonna have to be stronger.
Yes. I say Salaki, sir. In most cases, it get worse.
Right. It get harder. I mean, but like I say, but you learn how to fight harder
the stronger you get.
You know what I'm saying? That's why we meditate on the word day and night. You know what I'm saying? Then being around brothers, being around your Akim, you know what I'm saying? That strengthens you. You know what I'm saying? You get stronger. You know what I'm saying? Because we got it's spirits in high places that's strong too. But we can turn all those down following the Lord.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? There can't nothing withstand as long as you the Lord is on your side.
Right.
And that's the best place to be. That's the best way to be is to have the Lord on your side, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Read on.
Verse 11. But put forth thine hand now and touch all that he had, and he will curse thee to thy face.
So the Lord telling Satan, man, go and try him now.
Right, go try him.
You know what I'm saying? If you think he fearing me for nothing,
right,
go try him now, and we gonna see.
Solid.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Right.
Why won't you go try him?
You know what I'm saying? And that's what happens.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We just can't. We gotta still, like I said, still be strong and physically, spiritually, mentally, be able to defeat those wicked spirits that come and try to, you know what I'm saying, play on our weaknesses.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Read on.
It's like verse 12. And the Lord said unto Satan, behold, all that he had is in thy power. Only upon himself put not forth thine hand. So Satan went forth from the presence of the Lord.
So the Lord told him, just go ahead, go and give him a hard time.
Right.
Just don't hurt him. You know, don't hurt Job. You know what I'm saying? But go and give him a hard time. And we finna find out what was those hard times. Read on.
Come. Verse 13. And there was a day when his sons and daughters were eating and drinking wine in their eldest brother's house. Verse 14. And there came a messenger unto Job and said, the oxen were plowing and the asses feeding beside them. Verse 15. And the Sabians fell upon them and took them away. Yea, they have slain the servants with the edge of the sword, and only I am escaped alone to tell thee. Verse 16. While he was yet speaking, there came also another and said, the fire of God is fallen from heaven and had burned up the sheep and the servants and consumed them. And I only am escaped alone to tell thee.
See what's going on? Y'all see what's going on right now? You know what I'm saying? What's going on right now?
Like he losing all his wealth, the heads that was around him, he's losing everything.
Yeah, you can see some trials is coming on. You know what I'm saying?
He's gonna lose everything.
Yeah, right. You know what I'm saying? That with the sheep, what does it say? It said the sheep. Where you at? You was at?
When the fire had fell from heaven and burned all the sheep,
right,
and the servants and consumed them.
Mm-hmm. And that was like in that day. That's like kind of like, you know what I'm saying, how you make your money. You know what I'm saying? That's some of your wealth, some of your money. You know what I'm saying? This thing nowadays a nigga lose his job. You know what I'm saying? Right. Fall on hard times. It's a test from the Lord to see if you gonna fold, if you gonna, you know what I'm saying, go against the Lord, curse God. You know what I'm saying? Fuck this, man. Lord, let this happen to me. You know what I'm saying? Right. You got people to do that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Real talk. He'll bring you all the way low, like we just read earlier. He'll bring you all the way low. It just a test you, and then it'll bring you up from that. You know what I'm saying? Almost to the point of death, and it'll bring you back and have a healthy life. You know what I'm saying? The Lord is in control. You know what I'm saying? That's why we want to fear God, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Keep reading on.
Verse 17. While he was yet speaking, there came also another and said, the Chaldeans made out 3 bands and fell upon the camels and have carried them away, yea, and slain the servants with the edge of the sword. And I only am escaped alone to tell thee.
So the Chaldeans came and killed the servants and slain the sheep and got rid of all of that. You know what I'm saying? All his enemies is coming up against him. You know what I'm saying? Read on. What verse?
Verse 18.
All right, read on.
Come. Verse 18. While he was yet speaking, there came also another and said, thy sons and thy daughters were eating and drinking wine in their eldest brother's house.
Mm-hmm.
Verse 19. And behold, there came a great wind from the wilderness and smote the four corners of the house.
Mm.
And it fell upon the young men, and they are dead.
Mm.
And I only am escaped alone to tell thee.
And now what's happening right here?
All his sons were put to death.
It's kids, you know what I'm saying? They in there, what, celebrating their name day? Is that what they call it back in the day? I think they was celebrating their birthday or something. You know what I'm saying? And the Lord took his kids away from them.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh.
And that's some real. I can't imagine that. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
But Job still was solid, man.
Right.
Job still stays solid.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Oh, you servant.
But these are hard times, man. Like, just imagine that, losing your kids. Like brothers fall on hard times where they homeless. You know what I'm saying? Staying pillar to post.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And them are hard times, man. Right. The Lord is just trying you. You just gotta, you know what I'm saying, keep fighting. You know what I'm saying? Keep being a righteous man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Not falling into temptation to want to do something wicked. You know what I'm saying? Stay the course. You know what I'm saying? Keep fighting, bro. You know what I'm saying? Drop that. Was that verse 20?
That was verse 19.
Yeah, let me read verse 20.
Come. So read verse 20?
Yeah, read.
Come. It's the book of Job, chapter 1 and verse 20. Then Job arose and rent his mantle and saved his head and fell down upon the ground and worshiped.
He did. No, that's all I need. He did what? He still he fell on the ground and he worshipped the Most High, right?
The Most High. Come.
You know what I'm saying? Because he still knew to be a perfect and upright man in the Lord's eyes. That all his strength was coming from the Lord.
Right.
All that he had came from the Lord in the first place.
That's right.
Come.
You know what I'm saying? You know, he lost his sheep and his servants was slain. You know what I'm saying? Then turned around and lost his kids. You know what I'm saying? The Lord can bless you with more. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
The Lord can bless you with more. I think he ended up losing his wife or something like that. And later on that, you know what I'm saying? And gained more kids. You know what I'm saying? He had more wives. He had more than one wife. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
These are the blessings that the Lord, you know what I'm saying, blessed him with.
Like if I could.
Go ahead.
Ain't this the like the part where one of his ribs said just curse God and die?
Yeah.
Come.
Man, and that's why I'm saying a lot of it, like, you know what I'm saying, God was he wrong for doing that or not? But like I said, God is above us. He sees out. He knows the hearts of men. You know what I'm saying, and who gonna really serve him. You know what I'm saying. So yeah, I know it's hard. That's a hard pill to swallow, to lose your kids, but they was rebellious. You know what I'm saying. They didn't want to listen to their father. You know what I'm saying, which was a man of God. You know what I'm saying. And that you got something?
No, go ahead, son.
Yeah, and that's just something those are just the terms of what you know what I'm saying, the consequences of that. You know what I'm saying? Of being a disobedient child. You know what I'm saying? Fear the Lord.
Job had to soldier up, man.
Yeah, man. He had to swallow that hard pill, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Got to withstand the test of time, man.
Right.
Going through the fire, it's an ugly transaction. The impurities, there's been a lot of impurities that was probably trying to making the gold look bigger than what it was supposed to, but that impurity was really, you know, holding it back from what it really was worth. You know what I'm saying? It had to come out.
Right.
So you can just be that one clump of gold to be pure. You know what I'm saying? To be 100% gold. You know what I'm saying?
Come.
And be righteous. And be perfect.
Right.
You know what I mean? Drop that. Well, I'm trying to see where I want to go. Yeah, give me Deuteronomy chapter 32, verse 39.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Read.
Mm-hmm.
Come. It's the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 32 and verse 39. See now that I am he, and there is no God with me.
That's right.
And the Lord, he like, man, I'm him.
That's
You know
right.
what I'm saying? Ain't no God with me. You know what I'm saying? Read on.
I kill and I make it alive.
Ain't nothing going on in the city that the Lord ain't had a hand in. Little babies die. You know what I'm saying? Oh, the elderly die.
Right.
The Lord is the cause of that. The Lord has a hand in all of that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Come.
Read on.
I wound and I heal.
And the Lord say he make it alive. You know what I'm saying? If ain't nothing that happened that the Lord ain't allowed to happen.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Satan first got to get permission or get an order to go do whatever the Lord wanted him to do.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That all comes from the control from the Most High. You know what I'm saying? It ain't no such thing as Satan going against the Lord and Satan won this battle, and then the Lord have to come back with a bunch of good to spread a lot of good over it. Nah.
Like, where is that in?
Yeah, where is that? It's nowhere in the Bible.
Like a theology or some type of
you know,
mythical.
Right. That's like you said, the theology something that they teach in theology school.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Christian church.
Right. That ain't nowhere in the word. You know what I'm saying? Nowhere in the Bible does it say that Satan is fighting on with the Most High. Not at all.
Right. If that was the case, so like, sir, if I may,
Mm-hmm.
that was the case. Like, why would the Lord let Satan rule this world right now if he had war with Satan?
Right. You know what I'm saying? And like, when did the Lord got to wait till he build his army up to come take it from him? Like, come on, that whole ideology don't make sense.
That's right.
The whole thought process. You know what I'm saying? Give me 1 Kings chapter 22, verse 18.
You want me to read the rest of it?
Was this more on that?
Come, it was a little bit in.
I read that.
Come. Neither is there any that can deliver out of my hand.
That needed to be said. You know what I'm saying? Because neither is there any, not Satan. You know what I'm saying? Not no other whatever false god that people want to follow.
Right.
Can deliver you out of the hand of the Lord.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because he's in control, man. Give me that what I asked you for. 1 Kings chapter 22.
1 Kings chapter 22.
Verse 18. Start verse 18.
So like, it's heavy about what we just talked about. Like, what I want to say, man. It's so heavy because, like, think about what's going on in the world right now. As far as Satan ruling the world, he's ruling the world only because we not doing right.
Come.
And when you say, oh, are you talking about the Lord to my
right? We didn't keep our end of the stick with the Lord, so that's why Satan ruling the world right now.
You talking about Satan? You talking about like the devil, the oppressor?
Right.
Oh yeah.
Both of them, basically.
Right. You know what I'm saying? The oppressor, the devil.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Is in control because we just obeyed the Lord, and these nations are the whooping stick.
Right.
You know what I'm saying to us? He created these nations to try Israel by.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And you can find it. Look at that scripture up too, man. I can pull that too. Like say, prove all things.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Because anything in the Bible, if y'all want to know, if y'all doubt me, I can go into there and anything I say, I can prove it. You know what I'm saying? You want to be able to do that. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
But I told you to go to First King.
1 Kings chapter 22, verse 18.
Mm-hmm. You do find that scripture here?
Come, prove all things.
Yeah, read.
This is the book of 1 Thessalonians, chapter 5, verse 21.
Mm-hmm.
Prove all things. Hold fast that which is good.
Mm-hmm.
Abstain from all appearance of all evil. From all appearance of evil. And the very God of peace sanctify you wholly. Holy and and I pray God, your whole spirit and soul and body be preserved, blameless unto the coming of our Lord Jesus Christ.
Being blameless. So you know what I'm saying? You want to be able to prove all things. You don't want to come in and, you know what I'm saying, teaching a corrupt communication. You know what I'm saying? Or teaching on something that you know halfway about. You know what I'm saying? It's best to get the full understanding. You know what I'm saying? So if you say something, be able to go prove it. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
That's why it's why we tell, you know what I'm saying, in ISUPK we say, man, study, go read your scriptures, man, and meditate on them scriptures. You know what I'm saying? Do your homework, take notes, ask questions. You know what I'm saying? Get in class. That's what main thing we always say, get in class. You know what I'm saying?
I got another precept.
What's that?
If I could.
Read.
This book of 2 Timothy, chapter 2, verse 15. Study to show thyself approved unto God, a workman that needeth not to be ashamed, rightly dividing the word of the truth.
Right.
Of truth.
Rightly dividing the word of truth. You know what I'm saying? It's just here a little, there a little. Precept upon precept.
That's
you know
right.
What I'm saying?
Okay.
And that's how you bring about certain understandings.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? That we wasn't privy to before this truth. Like in the Christian church, they wasn't doing that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They was philosophizing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Had a long sermon. You know what I'm saying? Singing in the middle of that, they'll bust out a choir song. Right in the middle of the sermon. You know what I'm saying? It was all theatrical and, you know what I'm saying, just dramatic for nothing. You know what I'm saying? For
just
not.
To get your money.
Right. Just to put on the show and to get your money.
Like a concert, sir.
That's all it is. That's all it is. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody learning nothing in life.
Right.
Nobody's learning nothing in the Christian church at all. You know what I'm saying?
If I could.
Go ahead.
And you paying your tithes for their performance.
Yeah.
Damn.
Good.
That's all. Nobody is actually serving the Lord. You know what I'm saying? Studying to show themselves approved. You know what I'm saying? That is the Christian church is all the way against what the Bible is about.
Right.
It doesn't teach you how to follow the word at all. You know what I'm saying? In every aspect of it. I mean, it's like everything about it. You know what I'm saying? Like I was just saying the other day, like, how's it a Good Friday when Christ died?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Satanic.
You know what I'm saying? Then he rose on the third day. You know what I'm saying? Like, that would be Monday. You know what I'm saying? That's not. You know what I'm saying? That you prove that. You know what I'm saying? And then they go prove it. They gonna be wrong.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's everything is against what this word of God is talking about.
Right.
Come.
You got to give me that in First Kings.
Come. This is the book of 1 Kings, chapter 1 and verse 18.
Mm-hmm.
Chapter 22 and verse 18.
Mm-hmm.
And the king of Israel said unto Jehoshaphat, did I not tell thee that he will prophesy good, prophesy no good concerning me, but evil
Yeah, see, the king of Israel, which is Ahab. You know what I'm saying? This is, we give you a backdrop. Well, they had to go and to what's that, Ramoth Gilead to fight to go to war. You know what I'm saying? And matter of fact, let's see if we got time to go back. Go drop down verse 1 on there.
Come.
Just get a little context.
1 Kings chapter 1.
Mm-hmm. No. 1 Kings chapter 22.
Oh, in verse 1. Come. This is the book of 1 Kings chapter 22 in verse 1.
Right.
And they continued 3 years without war between Syria and Israel.
Mm-hmm. See, this is between Syria and Israel. They went without war for 3 years. You know
Come.
Read on.
Verse 2. And it came to pass in the 3rd year that Jehoshaphat, the king of Judah, came down to the king of Israel.
Now this is the king of Judah. You know what I'm saying? You know, the northern and southern kingdom. You know what I'm saying? The king of Judah was the king of Jehoshaphat. I mean, yeah. And you had the king of Israel, which was Ahab.
Come.
You know what I'm saying? These two kings. Read on.
Verse 3. And the king of Israel said unto his servants, Know ye that Ramoth in Gilead is ours?
Ramoth Gilead.
Oh, Gilead. Come. Ramoth in Gilead is ours.
Mm-hmm. Talking about the land.
Come.
And he said that was plotting on taking it.
Bro, he said you ain't taking nothing.
Right. But see, Ahab, you know what I'm saying, he did something that was displeasing to the Most High. So that's why I was just getting y'all, that's what's going on. So when I jump to verse 18, you know what I'm saying, so you can start right there and see what's gonna happen.
Come. Start at 18 again.
Mm-hmm.
Come. This is the book of 1 Kings chapter 22 and verse 18. And the king of Israel said unto Jehoshaphat, Did I not tell thee that he would prophesy no good concerning me, but evil?
Talking about the prophets. You know what I'm saying? The prophets came and told him what was going to go down. You know what I'm saying? But Ahab he didn't like the prophecy. You know what I'm saying? But this is what the Lord, that's the prophecy of the Lord. You know what I'm saying?
Come. Right.
Read on.
Verse 19. And he said, Hear thou therefore the word of the Lord. I saw the Lord sitting on his throne, and all the host of heaven standing by him on his right hand and on his left.
And when they say the host of heaven, what's the host of heaven?
The angels.
Mm-hmm.
Come.
And then he said, standing by him on his right and then on his left. You know what type of angels is on his right?
The beast.
Hmm?
Ain't the beast.
Yeah. Well, you got angels. You got good angels. You know what I'm saying? You got like demons. Like, right. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Come.
Read on.
Verse 20. And the Lord said, Who shall persuade Ahab that he may go up and fall at Ramoth Gilead? And one said on this manner, mm-hmm. And another said on that manner. Yeah,
they basically just pretty much having a council, and the Lord asked them, well, who can do this task that I need y'all to do? Whoop. You know what I'm saying? And one angel said, well, I can do this, such. You know what I'm saying? Another angel said, well, you know, I can do this. You know what I'm saying? On that matter and this matter. Read.
Come. Verse 21. And there came forth a spirit and stood before the Lord and said, I will persuade him.
He said he'll persuade him what? You know.
Come. Verse 22. And the Lord said unto him, Wherewith?
And the Lord said, How you gonna persuade him? How you gonna do this?
So they having a whole council. Ain't
Right,
they?
right. Lord said, how you gonna persuade them? Let me know. You know what I'm saying? Tell me how you gonna do it. Right. You know.
Come. And he said, I will go forth, and I will be a lying spirit in the mouth of all his prophets.
So remember I was just telling you, Ahab didn't like what the prophets had prophesied to him, but so this now you see what was going on. Somebody went forth and was a lying spirit in the mouth with it, one of these wicked spirits or these angels. You know what I'm saying? Went and became a lying spirit in the mouth of all his prophets and Ahab's prophets.
Come.
You know what I'm saying? Read on.
And he said, thou shalt persuade him and prevail also. Go forth and do so. Verse 23. Now therefore, behold, the Lord hath put a lying spirit in the mouth of all these prophets, and the Lord hath spoken evil concerning thee. Verse 24. But Zedekiah, the son of Chenaanah,
Zedekiah, the son of let me get some of this.
Shianna. Come.
Shianna.
Verse 24. Oh, you say go.
Let me get some of this.
Come, sir.
I say 22, right?
And verse 24. Come.
Let's see.
That's Shianna.
Zedekiah, the son of Shinanah, yeah.
Come.
Okay, yeah.
Come. This is the book of 1 Kings, chapter 22 and verse 24. But Zedekiah, the son of Shianah, went near and smote Micah on the cheek and said, which way went the spirit of the Lord from me to speak unto thee?
He slapped him basically.
Come.
Mm-hmm.
Good night.
Verse 25.
Right.
And Micaiah said, behold, thou shalt see in that day when thou shalt go into an inner chamber to hide thyself.
Yeah.
Verse 26. The king of Israel said, take Micaiah and carry him back unto Amon, the governor of the city, and Joash, the king's son. Verse 27. And say, thus say the king, put this fellow in the prison and feed him with bread of affliction and with water of affliction until I come in peace. Verse 28. And Micaiah said, if thou return at all in peace, the Lord had not spoken by me. And he said, hearken, O people, every one of you. Verse 29. So the king of Israel and Jehoshaphat, the king of Judah, went up to Ramoth Gilead. Verse 30. And the king of Israel said unto Jehoshaphat, I will disguise myself and enter into battle, but put thou on thy robe. And the king of Israel disguised himself and went into battle. Verse 31. But the king of Syria commanded his 32 captains that had ruled over his chariot, saying, fight neither with small nor great, save only with the king of Israel. Verse 32.
You see what happened?
Right.
But what's going on right here? What's the name? The king of Syria. He told his captains to fight with the small or the great. You know what I'm saying? He said destroy all of them, but save only the king of Israel, which is the king of Ahab. Which is Ahab, right?
Come.
But you see what happened, right? The king of Judah, Jehoshaphat, he had switched roles with Ahab. So they thinking that's who that is. You know what I'm saying? Read on.
Slightly, if I could, sir. No, wasn't it talking about, he said, don't fight with small or great, just fight the king of Israel?
But yeah, he said, read it again.
Come. This is the book of 1 Kings chapter 22 and verse 31. But the king of Syria commanded his 32 captains that had ruled over his chariots, saying, fight neither with small nor great, save only with the king of Israel.
Right.
Come.
Then read 32.
Verse 32. And it came to pass, when the captains of the chariots saw Jehoshaphat, that they said, surely it is the king of Israel. And they turned aside to fight against him. And Jehoshaphat cried out. Verse 33. And it came to pass, when the captains of the chariots perceived that it was not the king of Israel, that they turned back from pursuing him. Verse 34. And a certain man drew a bow at a venture and smote the king of Israel between the joints of the harness. Wherefore he said unto the driver of the chariot, turn thine hand and carry me out of the host, for I am wounded. Verse 35. And the battle increased that day, and the king was stayed up in his chariot against the Syrians, and died at even, and the blood ran out of the wound unto the midst of the chariot. Verse 36.
Died right there. Now you can stop right there.
Come.
You know what I'm saying? Got unalive.
Lord delivered him, didn't
They going against the Most High. You know
Come.
And he was a king. He was the king of Israel.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And out of all it, and just trying to go against what the Most High was trying to set forth in the first place.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Come.
So like you said, it's like in the beginning of the lesson, you said the Lord will bring you very high,
Man.
he'll take you down low, and he'll take you out.
And said it's soon going against his will. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Trying to do your own thing and trying to be bigger than the program.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's another example.
He got killed by a heathen.
Man.
Good night.
Give me that in Romans. Let me report Romans.
Come.
I ain't be on the Lord's bad side.
Chapter 8, man, for real.
Ain't got no mic.
Romans chapter 8, verse 28.
Romans 8 and 28. Come.
Just hold it when you get there.
Like you said, like Captain Zarya, I say, the Lord will be his gangster of them all.
Man.
I'm
telling you.
That was swift judgment.
What's this? You got it?
Come, sir.
Read.
It's the book of Romans, chapter 8, verse 28. And we know that all things work together for good. So those them, it's like, let me read it from the top. So like this is the book of Romans, chapter 8, verse 28. And we know that all things work together for good to them that love God.
How you love God?
You got to put it up, do not disturb.
Okay, there you go.
Let's see what it do. Yeah, put your phone on do not disturb, sir.
All right,
keep it from getting them notifications.
Slack it, y'all. Just put it on
There you go.
All right.
All right, should be straight.
Slack, y'all, man. Had a little discrepancy. Somebody had to knock me off my pivot. All right, where you at? What I got you on?
Romans 8:28.
You read that, didn't you?
Come on, I'm on 29. You want to keep
Oh,
going?
no. Drop it. Give me Jeremiah. Jeremiah chapter 17.
Come. 17.
All right, yeah, go ahead.
17:1.
No, chapter 17. Oh, it's like chapter 17, verse 10.
Come. This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 17 and verse 10.
Mm-hmm.
I, the Lord, search the heart. I tried the reins, even to give every man according to his ways.
He said he tried the reins. You know what I'm saying? Like the Lord knows the reins of a man, like what drives a man. You know what I'm saying? You know, the reins is what, like, you know, on a horse, how you know what I'm saying, drive a horse. The Lord said he tries the reins of a man. You know what I'm saying? So the Lord knows exactly what you got in your heart, to what drives you. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You're gonna be about this truth, or you're gonna be a selfish person, or you're gonna be a wicked, evil bastard. You know what I'm saying? Or you love being the best football player more than serving him. You know what I'm saying? He said he tried the reins of a man. You know what I'm saying? And like when we read that with the story of Ahab, you know what I'm saying? The Lord knew the reins of what type of king he was. You know what I'm saying? Read that again.
Come. This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 17 and verse 10. I, the Lord, search the heart. I try the reins, even to every man according to his ways. It's like it. Let me read from the top. This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 17 and verse 10. I, the Lord, search the heart. I try the reins, even to give every man according to his ways, and according to the fruit of his doings.
Right. And according to the fruit of your doing. They're like what you do, the Lord see it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? What you produce, the good works you put in to try to build this truth.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? The effort you putting into it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Don't be halfway on the fence. You know what I'm saying? Be all the way with it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Come.
So the Lord knows that you ain't nowhere to cheat the Lord.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You gotta be stumped down with it. You know what I mean?
Come.
Drop that. Give me Proverbs 17.
Come.
17 and 17.
It's the book of Proverbs, chapter 17, verse 17. A friend loveth at all times, and a brother is born for adversity.
You know what I'm saying? A friend gonna love when we say love is correction.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And the brother gonna prove you to try to make you better, to do better. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of times when brothers in these hard times, they want somebody to just hand them out something. You know what I'm saying? But sometimes, you know what I'm saying, you gotta you gonna have that's how you gonna know who really there for you. Somebody that's gonna show you. You know what I'm saying? It's better to show somebody how to cook than to keep cooking for them. You know what I'm saying? And then they gonna know how to cook their own meal. You know what I'm saying? So it's better to read that from the top again.
It's the book of Proverbs, chapter 17 and verse 17. A friend loveth at all times, and a brother is born for adversity.
Right. Give me it in Isaiah. I would just let them motherfuckers.
Come on.
Isaiah.
Chapter 41. Yeah, chapter 41, verse 10.
Come. It's the book of Isaiah, chapter 41, verse 10. For thou not, it's like, fear thou not, for I am with thee. Be not dismayed, for I am thy God. I will strengthen thee. Yea, I will help thee. Yea, I will uphold thee with the right hand of my righteousness.
Right. Lord say, fear not, because he with you, man. You know what I'm saying? And going through these times, and these hard times that we got to go through, we might think the Lord ain't with us no more. Or you might think that you by yourself, but the Lord is still with you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You ain't by yourself. You know what I'm saying? It's a way out.
Come.
You know what I'm saying? And just like I said, man, it's a spiritual battle. You know what I'm saying? You want to try to keep fighting, man.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? Stand down, you know what I mean? Get the most high hand, you know what I'm saying? Give Commander General Hunter a hand, you know what I'm saying? For holding this food down. Building this body, man, with brothers, excellent brothers. You know what I'm saying? To know how to be a righteous brother for a young brother. You know what I'm saying? That lost his way.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And building brotherhood for brothers and sisters out here that just, you know what I'm saying, that ain't got the righteous deed.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Without this truth, man, I'll be dead right now. Man.
Come.
I wouldn't have no purpose right now.
Right. Come.
You know what I'm saying? I'll be out here serving Satan and serving destruction to my people.
Right. Come.
You know what I'm saying? That ain't the side I want to be on.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You shouldn't want to be on that side either.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's a better way out. You know what I'm saying? And no other way is better than this word, man. This Bible, man. Right. These instructions on life, on how to get us up out of this condition that we in.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Come.
Man, with that, man, we'll close the class out. You know what I'm saying? We'll pass the class to Priest and Officer Nakabai Gabar. With the announcements.
Come. This is the ISUPK security announcements. We of the ISUPK start out at 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York. Rule for new brother or sister. When a new brother or sister come into the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are to be saluted only. They are here to share themselves of the world. If they need transportation, the teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or sister. There is another 6 months in which the brother and sister will court each other. After this 6-month period, the brother and sister will get permission from the head to marry. Ties, which is a commandment, Numbers 18 and 21, Malachi 3 and 8 through 10, means 10th in Hebrew, ma'ashra, 10% of every penny of any increase the Lord gives you. Give to the treasury department or teacher. Priest fund, free will offering for priests, not mandatory. Whatsoever amount you would like. Upcoming holy convocations, we had our first fruits. And what? Okay.
Feast of First Fruits.
Feast of First Fruits. And
it's in June.
I say about the middle of June?
Middle of June.
If I'm not mistaken.
I don't know the exact date. So like.
Come. So I want to remind all the Akim and Aqua check the bulletin board in the hallway. If any brother wants to be a trooper in the school, start wearing all black. Boots, shirt, pants, headband, or scarf. And with that, men of Israel. Majid. Shabbat. Majid. Barak.
Y'all about to see me outside Rocket Thumb.
Zor, turn to the sisters. Mighty Shabbat. Mighty. Barak.
Yahweh
Yahweh
Hashem, oh,
Yahweh
it's like
Shemar,
Yahweh Shemar,
Yahweh
Yahweh Hashem,
Yahweh
Yahweh Shemar.
Yahweh. And with that, class dismissed.
Yeah, Babylon is falling.